know, one of the neatest new developments the ACC has is this, the lifelong learning portfolio, and I'm thrilled to be joined now by Harlan Krumholtz. Harlan, good to see you.
Hey Randy, really good to see you.
You are the editor-in-chief of this lifelong learning portfolio. Tell me a little bit about what it is.
Well, this is actually a system that's being put in place at the ACC that is both an organizational structure that allows people to keep track of what they're doing, assemble their credits together in one place. I mean, there's more and more pressure on cardiologists
Absolutely.
to do education and be accountable for that education. And there are more and more bodies that are asking then for, show us what you've done, prove to us that you've taken the courses, and that takes time, sometimes inconvenient, and this is the one place where people can bring it together, but also get access to really good content.
So it's an archival system to some extent, but it doesn't it also, I mean, the goal here is to really allow you to not only evaluate, but sort of improve your level of knowledge and your quality of care?
Yeah, I think about it as one-stop shopping, and the reason I wanted to get involved was to try to help create this as a strong platform where there would be really good content that was independent, trustworthy, credible, and evolving from the needs of the members, not being directed by any outside forces, but really about what our members need, and then to be able to make it convenient for people. I mean, the whole point of this is convenience. Not only that, this maintenance of certification is about to come into place with the American Board of Internal Medicine.
Right.
And so our members are going to have to be keeping up in a more regular fashion. And we want to make it fun, interesting, and useful so that it can best serve what our members need and be good for the patients.
Well, I mean, you're right on with the complexities of the way we practice now and all this. So you've sort of teased me a little bit. Tell me some of the highlights that you see of the portfolio.
Well, I think that you're going to see education undergo a revolution in the next 5 or 10 years where we're going to be looking in ways to make it more efficient to learn.
Right.
We're going to make it more fun, maybe gamify it a little bit.
Cool.
We're going to make it adaptive so that if you, for example, answer the first couple questions in the right way, you don't have to go through the entire piece. It'll jump you to where you need to go next, and it will be wise to where those gaps in your knowledge. It'll take advantage of the registry data that's being generated and see where are the gaps in practice. So where do we need to focus and concentrate our efforts? Right now, we're kind of doing a shotgun approach.
Absolutely.
I mean, a lot of stuff goes out, and it's not necessarily being directed by what an individual needs or where we're looking at the practice of cardiology really needs to focus given the vulnerabilities in the current systems.
No, I mean, that's a great point. I mean, you really are. It sounds really neat. Can you? What's the format going to be? Is it PC driven? Is it cloud based? Is it you're talking about gamification and all this?
Right. So in some ways, I'm talking a little bit about the future. In the beginning, people aren't going to see a lot of change, but they're going to see in the content. That is, we're going to start moving the content in ways that I think people will enjoy more and find more engaging. But the platform, that is now I'm talking about the organizational platform, is going to be available, and what it's going to do, to the extent that we can, is automatically populate it with the data from the courses that people are taking. So now somebody's not going to have to go in and type, I took this course and so forth, and that wouldn't be very good. But if you've taken something automatically, if it's in the ACC family,
then it'll populate
it'll be scooped in.
Cool.
So then you'll be able to say, gee, how am I doing on my CME credits? How am I doing on my maintenance certification? And even more than that, we'll be able to export that to the American Board of Internal Medicine. And so then automatically, for their certification needs, it'll be taken care of in a way that is much less cumbersome than currently.
It sounds great. You've said that you're going to move it to gamification. If we look out 5 years, where is it going to be? What's it going to look like in 5 years?
Right, so now I'm talking the content, not the vehicle. The vehicle is going to be this organizational piece.
Right.
But in terms of the content of education, I think we're going to move from sort of very static PowerPoint slides and then some questions to more interactive, engaging kind of work. And I sort of see that this educational process will be feeding from, like I said, the practice of cardiology and the needs of individual clinicians, and ultimately it will be tailored and customized for each individual. We should be able to get that to work with our technology.
Oh, absolutely.
So that what you're getting delivered and the way you're getting pushed is exactly what you need.
Specific for me as a customer.
Maybe we can put together like a question of the week and ways that people will find fun and engaging and share with others. And then automatically by participating in things like that, it'll give them credit, and that'll help them with their certification, and it'll be a win-win-win all the way across.
No, it sounds fascinating. It really does. How do people get this? In other words, it's being introduced here. How do we sign up for it?
So people need to go on to CardioSource and go into their member profile, and they'll see that there's a space
there.
Now, I will tell you, we're still getting to the point where we launched now, but we're getting where we're going to start populating, and that people are going to be a little patient. When they go there right away, it may not have everything it's going to have, but they're going to see the concept here, and they're going to know that very soon we're going to be a place that's going to be bringing in all the things that they're doing. For example, even you attend this meeting, the kind of credits that you might get at the meeting should flow right into this, and people will ultimately be able to get credit for all the kind of activities they're doing connected with the ACC.
It's fabulous. Well, I really appreciate not only your time with me, but being the editor-in-chief of this. It sounds, it sounds really fun, which I think is important and needed by the members. So we want to encourage all of you to go look at this on your website, the Lifelong Learning Portfolio. It's going to be the way we're going to practice in the future. For ACC 13, I'm Dr. Randy Martin.